Alright guys, we're here again, wheel shopping for the GT350. This will be the last set of wheels that go on this car before I get rid of this car. So here's a little throwback. These are the Project 6 G5s. I had these last year. Pretty much bought them just to do some testing on the new P4S tire. I liked them, I just didn't love them. Like I said, I really wanted a 5-spoke design, but I wasn't really happy with the design of the lug section and the center face of the wheel, and I also didn't like the fact that they stick out in the back and they kick up a lot of rocks. So I did some testing, did a bunch of videos. You guys saw those videos on my channel. Then I had the Project 6G7s with a set of winter tires, did a bunch of videos on that, and then about a couple of days later a customer bought them and took them off my hands. So these weren't on my car very long, but I did like the 7-spoke design. You know, these were the first R replicas. Then I had the P51 wheels. I had 2 sets of these. These look really, really good. Everybody liked them, but they're just not strong enough for New York. So I had some issues with these wheels. And go to my website. I have a story regarding rotary forged wheels. You guys may want to read that and see some of the photos and details of what we got going on. This is my current setup right here. So the SVE R350s, these are the most authentic looking replicas of the original GT350R carbon fiber wheels. They look awesome. You guys see it here. I got the extended custom lugs that I sourced out, and the Ford center caps. I mean, they look legit. Everywhere I go with this car, everybody thinks this is an R, and that is the reason why I want them off my car. I think it's a great quality wheel, great finish, great look. They work well with the OEM tires, and like I said, you're going to trick 99% of the people out there. Like I said, if you want to put Pilot Sport Cup 2s on these, you're pretty much going to probably trick everybody. They're not going to know the difference between these and the carbon fiber wheels, but you can see them there. I mean, they're flawless, and I like them. I like them a lot, but I want something different. I want a fully forged monoblock wheel this time around, and that's just what I'm going for. The roads here are just pretty rough, and I haven't been driving the car that much. Since I had these on the car, it's probably under 1,000 miles on the rims and tires, and I'm only driving it locally. I don't take it into the city anymore. I don't go any bad areas in the boroughs. So these are for sale. The SVE R350s are for sale with the Pilot Super Sport tires. They have under 1,000 miles. You're going to get the lug nuts, the TPMS sensors, the Ford center caps. These were also Hunter, road forced, and force match balanced, which took several hours. That right there is worth a few $100s in labor if you want it done right. These are perfect. There's no curb rash. You see the way I meticulously take care of my car. And I want to find these a new home. I'm going to be placing a new order for wheels in the next couple of days. And if you're local, you're more than welcome to hit me up and pick these up. I'll bolt them on for you. If not, we'll ship them. So here's some of the wheels that I like so far. The Vossen MX3s. I think it's a sharp looking wheel. Very European, but the deal with Vossen, you could only do 20-inch wheels for the fitment of the GT350. That's a plus, that's a minus, depending on where you want to go with tires. They're doing a 20x12 and a 20x11, which the 12 is pretty aggressive. So if you do a 305 tire out back, it's going to stretch it just a little bit, and I'll show you some more clips along the way on another wheel with the same fitment. But this is a sharp-looking wheel. I like it a lot. Aesthetically, it's very open. Looks very light. It's a forged monoblock, so it's going to be strong. Made in America. You know, finishes galore, and you know, Vossen is a luxury brand. This is Diego's car. This is the GNS1. This is similar in style to the Project 6GR5, but it has a lot more concavity, a lot more machining detail, and it's just a sharp-looking wheel. But I'm not sure I want to go with a solid 5-spoke design. I just think it makes the wheel look heavy aesthetically. You know, the Shelby and the Mustang platform itself, it's a big car. It's not a small car. It's not a light car. And having, you know, a chunky wheel kind of just adds to that visually. So I'm thinking of doing something more open, more in the 5-spoke idea area. And these are some of the choices that I'm looking at right now. These are my top wheel choices that I put in this video for you guys, because I want to get your feedback. I want to know what you guys think will look the best on my car, on my race red GT350. Wheel finishes, it's either going to be gloss black, matte black, or a brushed with a tinted clear, like a gunmetal clear. I just think those are probably the three safest finishes to go with on a red car. And the black also will contrast with the mirrors and the trunk spoiler and the rear deck panel. But you can see, I mean, there's some really cool detail on the Vossen GNS1. It really is a good-looking wheel. Now, here we go to signature wheel. These are the SV108s. This is a multi-spoke wheel with a little twist pattern. This is a really good-looking wheel. I like it. Not 100% sold on it. This particular car is Terrence's car from Signature Wheel. These are 19-inch. These are 19 by 11.5 and 19 by 11s in the front. This is the SV501. This is the track series. This particular car here is 20-inch fitment with Pilot 2 tires. And this, I think, is my favorite. This is the Signature SV701. This particular 350R in black is wearing them in 20-inch. That's really where I'm kind of leaning. But aesthetically, I like these a lot. I like the 5-spoke pattern. I like the machining details in between the spokes. I like everything about them. So this is one of my top wheels right now. This is kind of like where I'm leaning. But I'd like to hear some feedback from some of my fans out there that have been watching my channel. I have a big GT350 audience. You know, what kind of wheels do you think I should get? Should I stick with 19s and drop down in the profile down to a 30? Or do I go up to the 20s and kind of keep the ride height and profile where I am now? Because my car is currently lowered on the BMR springs, which dropped it down about an inch. Here's some more detailed shots of the SV701. I mean, it's just got some really, really cool detail inside the spoke pockets. This is Terrence's car again. This is the SV701 in 19-inch in the what they call the 350R spec. This is a 19 by 11 in the front, 19 by 11.5 in the rear. This is the 305 tire in the front and 325 in the rear. And like I said, it's a sharp-looking wheel. You know, it really looks good. My concern doing the 19s is tire selection. The P4S Michelins are very limited in what they're offering right now, so I have to drop it down to a 30 series profile. It's going to make the car ride harder, and it's also going to make it more susceptible to damage of the front end, especially now that I have the car lowered an inch. But this is one of my favorite shots of the SV701. I like the wheel profile. I just like everything about it. It looks really, really sharp. And here's a close-up of some of the details of the SV701. You guys can see it there inside the lug pockets and all the details in between the spokes. So there's a really interesting tool path while these are CNC machined on the mill, and very, very nicely done. And this is his 350R again with the 350R spec SV701s, and I believe these are the brushed tinted black finish that they offer. I'm not exactly sure, but that's the money shot right there, and it looks sharp. It really does. So this is kind of like where I'm going, guys. I just want to get some feedback. I want to throw it out there. Also want to let you guys know the wheel package on my car is for sale. Send me an email direct. I'm going to sell them for a very fair price. You're more than happy to pick them up and get a good deal on them. So see you guys soon. autofanatic@yahoo.com. Check out my website, autofanatic.com. Link in the description below. See you later.